Hi everyone, this is part 2 of the legal and financial tips for Americans buying property in London, a complete guide. In this video, I will tell you more about the financial considerations for Americans who want to buy a property in London. Additionally, I'll provide you with some extra bonus tips that will help you navigate the London property market. So let's get started. Buying property in London as an American involves not only the legal considerations, but also important financial considerations. So now let's talk about some of the key financial aspects of buying a property in London, including the different financing options available, currency and exchange rates, and the costs associated with owning a property in London. Let's start with the financing options. There are two main options for buying a property in London. It's either going to be a cash purchase or you're going to get mortgage financing. A cash purchase involves paying for the property outright with no need for a loan. This option is obviously only available for those who have significant financial resources at their disposal. A mortgage, on the other hand, is a loan that is secured against the property you're buying. Mortgages can be a great option for those who don't have the funds to pay for the property outright, but they do come with interest charges and other fees. Good news is that Americans and other foreigners can qualify for mortgages in this country. Americans, though, might have a smaller pool of potential lenders due to reporting and compliance rules, but we have successfully helped many of our clients obtain the necessary financing by introducing them to the right mortgage advisors. Moving on, it's also important to consider currency exchange rates when purchasing a property in London as a foreigner. The value of the US dollar can fluctuate against the British pound, which can have a significant impact on the ultimate cost of what it's going to take to purchase that property. It's important to work with a currency exchange specialist to ensure that you get the best exchange rates possible. We're also able to introduce our clients to those right professionals who will assist. In addition to the purchase price of the property, there's also ongoing fees associated with owning a property in London. One of the biggest is maintenance and service charges. If you're buying a leasehold property, you'll be allocated your portion of service charges to be paid to the freeholder, who's responsible for maintaining the building and common areas. Even if you're buying a freehold property, you'll still need to budget for ongoing maintenance costs such as repairs and upgrades. There are also other costs associated with owning a property in London, whether it's the stamp duty purchase, which we mentioned, annual council tax, and other taxes to be reported and filed. Also, you'll need adequate insurance. It's important to understand all of these costs up front and budget them accordingly. And definitely, when we work with our clients, we make sure that they can do so. In summary, buying a property in London as an American requires careful consideration of financial aspects of the transaction. Understanding the different financing options available, currency exchange rates, and the ongoing costs associated with owning a property is essential to making a successful purchase. With the right help and guidance, you can navigate the financial considerations of buying a property in London with confidence. Now we're going to talk about my additional tips for American buyers. In this section, we've got some bonus tips for you. Let's start with negotiation of a property. When you're looking to purchase a property in London, it's important you do your research and have a good understanding of the local property market. This will give you a better idea of what properties are worth and what you should be paying for. Data isn't always easy to get to, but make sure you know what's sold recently and what might be under offer. It's important to be prepared to negotiate with a sales agent who represents the seller. Remember that deals are not legally binding until exchange of contracts, so it's also important that you move things across as quickly as possible. Tip number 1, when viewing properties, there are a number of things to look out for. First, it's important to get a good feel of the property and the neighborhood it's in. Take a walk around the area and see what amenities are available, such as shops, restaurants, and public transport links. Go see the property at different times of day to get a true sense of things. When viewing the property itself, make sure you look out for potential issues such as damp, leaks, or other structural problems. It's also a good idea to instruct a professional surveyor to assess the property and highlight any potential issues. Tip number 2. Working with local professionals such as solicitors and surveyors is also essential to ensuring a smooth purchase process. These professionals have a wealth of experience and knowledge and can help you navigate the legal and financial aspects of the transaction. They can also provide valuable insights into the local property market and help you make informed decisions. Make sure to choose professionals that have been recommended, and this is not the time to go with your cheapest option. Tip number 3. Finally, it's important to understand the local regulations and restrictions on property ownership and development in different parts of London. These will vary depending on the borough and can impact your purchase, such as planning regulations, conservation areas, and listing building status. It's important to work with professionals who have a good understanding of these regulations and can help you navigate them. In conclusion, we've covered a lot of ground in this two-part video series discussing the legal and financial considerations that Americans must know when buying a property in London. Let's take a moment to summarize the key tips we've covered. Understand the legal process of buying property in London, including the roles of solicitors and estate agents. Be aware of the differences between leasehold, freehold, and share freehold properties and the pros and cons of each. Understand the taxes and fees associated with purchasing properties in London, such as stamp duty and legal fees. Make sure you explore the different financing options available, including mortgages or cash purchase. Keep an eye on currency exchange rates to ensure you get the best deal and are transferring money at the most optimal time. Remember that there are ongoing costs associated with owning your property in London, including maintenance and service charges and council tax. Be prepared to negotiate with the seller and the sales agent to secure the best purchase price. And work with local professionals such as solicitors and surveyors to ensure your property is solid and all legal due diligence has been conducted. Understand the regulations and restrictions on property ownership and development in different areas of London. It's important to note that every property purchase is unique and there may be other factors that you need to consider depending on your individual situation. That's why we encourage you to seek professional advice and guidance before making a property purchase. I hope this video has been helpful in providing you with some insights into the legal and financial considerations. If you have any further questions or need more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch. We have complimentary consultations and I'd love to help you get your perfect piece of London. Thanks so much for watching, and please do subscribe and hit that like button, letting YouTube know that I'm putting out great content. I'll see you in the next video, and I wish you every success in your search for your best property in London. See you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to check out my other videos on my YouTube channel where I share great tips and information about the London property market and living in this fabulous city. So that's Arinzeh with Onyx Property Team and Keller Williams. Bye for now.